Everybody, how's it going? It's me, Logan here. I'm at Finleyville Cemetery in Finleyville, Washington County, Pennsylvania. And right now I'm going to be doing a video about Archibald Mathies. And this is a little bit of a commemoration stone, basically acknowledging the burial of Archibald in this cemetery. And for all yins that don't know, probably don't, but I found out that he was awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor during World War II. And so this stone acknowledges to everybody, all the visitors, that in this cemetery in Finleyville, Pennsylvania, there is a Medal of Honor recipient buried here. So I'm going to be doing a video right down there at his gravestone and be talking a wee bit about Archibald and his heroic actions that got him the Congressional Medal of Honor during World War II. So this right here is Staff Sergeant Archibald Mathies. This is his burial place. Born in 1918 in Stonehouse, Scotland. So he was an immigrant. And he died in 1944 in England. Now the thing about Archibald Mathies is that after he immigrated to the United States, him and his family settled in Pittsburgh. And he was basically raised here, assimilated and naturalized as an American citizen in this region of southwestern Pennsylvania, primarily Washington County. And he enlisted in 1940 in the Army Air Force, or Army Air Corps, before World War II. And then when the war came and when we were attacked by Pearl Harbor in 41, he was already active duty in the military, in the Army. So Archibald, I'm going to get to his mission, the Medal of Honor mission. On his second combat mission on February 20th, 1944, Sergeant Mathies participated in an attack on Leipzig, Germany. During this raid, along with Second Lieutenant Walter E. Trumper aboard B-17G, nicknamed 10 horsepower, the co-pilot was killed and the pilot severely injured. Mathies and the navigator flew the crippled plane back to England, where the rest of the crew jumped out and they parachuted to safety. Mathies and the navigator were ordered to jump, but both refused to leave the pilot behind. After some indecision, they were permitted to attempt a landing. The plane crashed into an open field in England on the third attempt, killing Sergeant Mathies and the navigator and the pilot that they refused to leave. But the wounded pilot, it says here, sorry about that. The wounded pilot survived the crash, but later died in the hospital. So he died in retrospect anyway, like he died after the crash. And so for that heroic action, Archibald Mathies was awarded the Medal of Honor for refusing to leave the wounded pilot of that B-17. And the reason why they were coming back to England, for many again that don't know, because what would happen is England was the staging place. That was the headquarters where they would take off with the bombers and the aircraft. They would do their bombing runs in the mainland of Europe, primarily at that point, 1944, I'd say Germany, Leipzig, Germany. And then after they did their bombing run, they would come back to England and land in England, because as yins probably know, England was our ally during World War II. But what's really ironic about it is that Archibald Mathies, an immigrant from Scotland, dies on the same island, Great Britain. He dies on that island that he was born and came from. It's just really interesting to think about that's the island he came from, and that's the island he came back and died on. It's really it's a dark coincidence. Not even a coincidence, it's just like fate. But what's really honorable and what's really amazing is that he was awarded the Medal of Honor. It's such a high honor. It's the highest award and medal you can get in the United States military. And so right here, it says the Pennsylvania chapter honors one of its own Medal of Honor recipient, Staff Sergeant Archibald Mathies. And for many again that don't know, just to wrap this up in conclusion, you know, words can't express, my words can't express how honorable and how heroic it is, and how much of an honor it is for me to be here. Not just, I mean, I'm not saying that it's not an honor to be with all veterans and commemorate and honor all veterans, but especially this one, because there is such a higher standard when it comes to a Medal of Honor recipient. And when you are watching this video, you're going to go, okay, so when these guys like him are awarded the Medal of Honor, it's not a participation award. It's not, oh, here you go. This is a high honor. This is something you have to literally earn with blood, sweat, tears, and courage. You just don't get handed this. He sacrificed his life to be with his comrades and to make sure the plane was landed. He could have jumped out and parachuted out, but he was willing to stay with his fellow men on that plane, and he died because of it. And that is the reason why he was awarded that medal. And right now, I am so glad that I'm with him, because he was 25 years old, a wee bit younger than me, and he had so much life ahead of him that I'm going to have, that I'm going to be able to experience. And it's such an honor to be with him and to make sure that his legacy and his memory never dies and it never fades away, because we should never forget guys like this who gave us the freedom that we take advantage of to this day. Never forget what they gave to us. But anyway, peace out. Have a good day.